we'll start with financials. Since FAS is a top list, we'll start with FAS. Now, I've been saying, and I hope you guys been paying attention, FAS is highly volatile, highly volatile. So if you miss it or if you catch it at the wrong time, you can get destroyed, and you can get destroyed extremely fast. So now we were talking about this. Let's see, where were we last week? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is us kind of the last week. Now we knew we had a top right here, which was from August 30th, which was right around the 130 area. I've been talking about the 130 area for quite some time. I would have thought they would have got there a little bit faster. Um, and I did not think that we were going to go all the way down to 100 before we got there, but eventually, especially right around here, uh, loading up around this bar, I think I discussed that. And what this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Wednesday, it came all the way back down to support and then took off. Now we also have earnings. Let's see who's coming up. Oops, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. We'll check them out on their way. But for the most part, which is kind of obvious, banking had a massive quarter when it comes to earnings. So don't be surprised if we touch this 143 before this is over, maybe even to the 154. So it could go parabolic. Just letting you know, it could come down, retest the support around the 130, and then sayonara. But because I'm pretty sure the market's opening gapping down this morning, so that's what I'm saying. We could come down, and if we find a nice little foothold, then we break through that 134. Next target would be 139 to 143. Now, if everything just goes to poop, right, then look for us to retest these numbers down here. Now, KKR, when the whole world's deciding that it wants to just go bonkers, KKR did absolutely nothing. I mean, and it relatively did. We broke out of this nastiness right here, right? This was the September 17th high of right around 67, 66. We broke out, what is this, on Monday, got rejected, but then Friday, we broke out again and broke out, made an even higher high, shooting for the August 67.81. But I kind of just like what you saw with FAS and probably for the rest of the market, kind of just fizzled off probably in the end of the day. We didn't have any massive selling, so I wouldn't say that this is some exodus. It's probably just a little bit of profit taking. Bank of America. Bank of America looks just kind of like FAS. Um, I mean, beautiful. We're above all known targets. Well, of this initial Fibonacci. Um, yeah, we're almost at the large term or long term, excuse me, um, Fibonacci extension. As you see, we broke through. This is when we hit the 50. Wow, we ended up coming all the way down, hitting the 50, and then bouncing. So I would say next target would, I mean, 47.28, but be careful. We could have some pullback down to our original breakout area of 44.9. Let's talk to Chuck. I mean, it's kind of basically the same chart we just saw with FAS and BAC. Wednesday down and up. However, this didn't dip quite as far down as the other ones. This is more in a upward trajectory. I would be careful, right? When do they have earned? No, that's not what I was trying to do. No, no. 10, 15. No, they already had it. Um, yeah, we're right at some resistance, so I would not be surprised if we kind of roll down to the 78 and then go higher. BlackRock, man, that's all I gotta say. Man, just man, $75 in 4 days. That's all I can, man. Cause I mean, man, that's all I can say, man. That's it. Cause I mean, we're poised to take this 959, right? It's just I wanted to be in this and I missed it. I mean, I was in FAS, so I caught that, but man, that's all I can say. Mr. Price, all right, look at this, Mr. Price. When do we have earnings? 1028. Hmm. This is interesting. This is interesting. We have 24 points to move. We're been in a nasty fucking downward cycle since August, or basically September, which the whole market was a market rout in September. I kind of like Mr. T Row right here. If we can hold this 198, I like T Row to at least not to take out the 222, but more or less try to get up to this 209, which would be good for me as well. GS, go stop. Goldman Sachs, I like it. I mean, earnings was massive, beat by 5 points. I think a lot of it had to do with trading. Makes sense. Um, yeah, 420 would be, well, 418.82 would be target. Just be easy. Goldman Sachs can move, and it can move pretty bloody nasty. So just be careful. We could come back down to this 395 before we go up, right? So just be careful. This is one of the most disappointing stocks that you could have. The market rout in September was massively nasty for Blackstone, but little by little, we are starting to climb back. And honestly, if we can hold this 121, I do not see us having any problems, and I see us coming up to this 136 relatively quick. Give it a little bit of time. Probably when is earnings? 1021. I would say probably 1021. If they smash earnings, will be above the 130. NTRS, I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good. When earnings are today, no, 1020. Earnings are Wednesday. So, like I said, come back in a little bit and then let's go higher. I like Northern Trust and I think it was T Row the best. I like T Row, BX, and Northern Trust. CME, wow. Wow, where did they come from? They're usually they've been a laggard since what? Since June. And all of a sudden, since September 22nd, they've damn near taken back majority of their loss. Right? 15 out of the 25 points, 26 points. So watch out for gold or for CME group. This is a nice pop. Maybe we got some resistance at the 215, maybe a little 215 down to 211 to pop out, break new highs. Let's go. CME's looking great.